Stephen, what went wrong for you today out there?
We gave up really sloppy goals. That's the biggest thing. I think if in any game, that's the last two games that the goals we've conceded are not at the level that we should be at and where we want to be at. And when you concede them, the how sloppy they were and when we concede them's mental. It doesn't give you a chance to get into the game when you lose a goal after 3 minutes. And then that's carried out. That was the theme throughout the game. The 4 goals are avoidable, and then when you're trying to get back into a game, you lose a goal at the wrong time. It kills the game off, and that's inevitably what happened.
You're talking about the goals, saying they're avoidable. What do you think was avoidable about them? Were they individual mistakes? Was it a lack of concentration?
Well, there's a bit of everything in within that. There's our intensity when we're pressing and closing down wasn't good enough. We then, in the game, there's split seconds the players need to make decisions, and ultimately they're going to decide if it's a good action or a bad action. Every goal of the day was picked the wrong action, which gives Celtic good opportunities on things that we highlighted before the game, which is frustrating.
You're going with quite an attacking lineup. You tried to be really positive, but when you have those mistakes, it leaves you open against a team like that, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. For the first goal, which shouldn't happen 3 minutes into the game, simple as that. But as the game goes on and we got it 3-1, and you're hoping that we can build a bit of momentum, and then to concede the goal that we do, then it just kills the game off. That's the bit that's disappointing.
It's a tough run coming up. Can they kind of build the belief back for these big games coming up?
Oh, I think so. I think if you can't be up for the games that's in this next month, then you're at the wrong club for sure. And I think today when we didn't have anything to hold on to or anything, we played with a bit of a freedom that got us through the pitch, and we created chances. We scored a good goal, and that's the thing that we've got to use for the next 2-3 games that we're coming up. But like I said, when you're losing the goals we did, it's an uphill task.
A real marker point for you today, Stephen, just to show the work that still needs to be done.
Definitely, I think
it's too easy, isn't it, to say Celtic are good.
Yeah, but you've got the contrast from our first half here last season to this season was a massive difference, and that's what ultimately sets the tone for the game. That Celtic are a good team, but any team in this league, if you give up chances like that, you're going to concede goals, and that's the frustrating part. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 goals we've conceded this season that we've not actually played a hand in ourselves. And that's an issue that if you want to be successful, you can't continue to do that.
Positive Lawrence getting back on the score sheet?
Yeah, positive for that. Positive for some of the play that we did get into the final third, and opportunities that we did end up creating when the players just played with freedom, played forward, and never worried about losing possession. That's the key part in possession for us. So yeah, there's a few positives, but on the whole, it's a disappointing day.
There's a few boos. Sorry, Stephen. A few boos at the full-time whistle. Can you understand why fans would be doing that, and does that spur you on going into next as well to try and put it right?
I think at home, when you drop points at home, there's always boos, and that's just a frustration that comes. I think everybody feeling the same. The players are frustrated, we're frustrated, and the fans are. So that's just a situation that occurs. But like I said, it's the games that we're coming up against are really good games. They're ones that you should be wanting to play in and want to be involved in. So that'll be the case coming weeks for us.
There's a big frustration the fact that you conceded so early when you did have an attacking team on and you wanted to take the game to Celtic.
Yeah, that's it. We work all week and we do not expect to concede a goal in 3 minutes. But I felt even after the first goal, we still played, and we got the way we set up with Kenneth getting in behind. We had opportunities down the sides of them. Alex Lowry picked up some good positions, but then our quality in the final third part wasn't there today. And that, if you respond quickly, then the game goes back to kind of neutral. But we didn't. We gave up another cheap opportunity, which results in another goal, and it becomes much tougher at that point.
Just on Tagawa, he's not on the bench today. Is an issue with him?
Yeah, he picked up a slight hamstring injury the other day in training, so that was why he missed out. But it's hopefully not anything too serious.
What has to be done to get a better performance and hope for a better result at Ibrox next week?
We need to defend better for sure. That's the biggest thing. I think us in possession, we will have a threat. We've shown today when we do move the ball and when we pick the right pass going forward, then we can get through the pitch. But if you concede goals like we've conceded, you're giving yourself a big task.